In today's video, I'm going to bring you through an e-commerce brand doing $1.2 to $1.5 million every single month. I'm going to bring you through the creative strategy, what they're doing with their funnels, where they are spending their money, right? And as usual, if you are a new viewer, I'm Brando from Brandlix Media. I've been able to work with over 100 companies and brands in the last 6 to 7 years. So this is actually one of the main reasons why I decided to document my journey here on YouTube so that I can essentially share all of my learnings with the world, okay? Now, before we get into the case study, this is just one of our own clients, just so you know the caliber of clients that we're used to working with. We typically work with 7 and 8 figure businesses, but they did $1 million in a 30-day span, and so we're used to working with this type of scale, if not even bigger scale for other types of clients. But I just wanted to show you some proof, so you know that I am qualified to speak about these things. And here's a quick refresh so you know this is real. Now let's get into the actual case study. The company that I want to talk about in this video is called Nola Interior. I'm not sure if you know this company, if you've heard of this company before. It's not like a super well-known company, if I have to be honest, because an 8-figure business at the end of the day is not like a huge company everybody knows about. But they did have an opportunity to go in and get a big piece of the pie in the market, or I guess their own little piece of the pie. Now, let's talk about a couple things in this video. Let's go over this diagram very quickly. It's going to be a 10-minute video. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible with the most valuable information as possible. Now, let's go over. There's 4 things that I want to do in this video just to set a foundation and an expectation for this little case study. I'm going to go over the entire funnel. This is typically what I do, so we understand the funnel before we go over the creative strategies and what they're doing with their ads. Because if we understand the funnel first, everything makes a lot more sense later. So full funnel from ad to adding to landing page, adding to cart, checkout. We'll go through everything. The traffic. What traffic sources they're using, the scaling strategy that they're using, how are they scaling on these 2 platforms, and then the creative strategy. What are they doing with creative content to get to that next level? I should probably say creative scaling strategy, because this is what it is. Okay, they're leveraging content, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second, by scaling, and this is mostly for like meta social media. Okay, let's go over promise number 1. Now, this promise number 1, let's go over, these are just some ads. Let's take a look. First of all, let's take a look at how many ads they're running right now. I always filter by longest running ads and active ads, and they have 440 ads, 439 ads active. If we take a look at their ads library, they're doing quite well there as well. They're running a lot of ads over here, 500 ads. Let's see how many active ads on Meta, but I think it's quite several hundreds. 440 active ads, and as you can see, let's take a look at the distribution between images and videos, just so we know. 65% video, 34% images, 0% carousel. Interesting. Okay, so this is their funnel. Let's take a look. Let's go to their website. Let's take a look at what they're doing. This is probably their landing page. I think they have multiple, their best landing pages. I can filter by landing pages here in this tool called Atrio. But these are basically longest running and the most ads. And these are the landing pages. So they're doing this offer, this landing page. I already have this open. And this also other landing page. Let's take a look at what they are. So they're basically different products. They're scaling horizontally with different products. Now let's take a look at their sales journey. You go through the website, very nice images, probably also enhanced with AI. If we have to be honest, we can't really notice, but I can because I'm in the trenches every day and I know what's what. But they're high quality images. I mean, they're probably shot, they're real images, maybe rendered. I don't know. I'm not sure, but they're definitely improved with AI, which is really amazing. So if there's one thing that I recommend, if you're selling like a high perceived value product, or like a home decor, for example, a product that sells itself by just looking at it with an image, high quality images are really important. What I do like is that they start with a very low price. This is it doesn't show, but it's around like $27, $30 essentially. But it's kind of like it's a strategy. So you see the $30, but as you can see, $30 is just like one part of the sofa. So if you want to add more, boom, you choose a color, update, add on the other section, maybe this color, same color, right? Boom, and then you maybe also have this section. So you get to choose what you want, and it stacks up, and now it's already triple the price, right? Now it's over $100, right? So it stacks up very easily, and they also have a size guide. Amazing explanation. You can also contact them. Amazing. And then they have, of course, some sections talking about when you can use and why our miracle sofa cover. There's some benefits and features, pet proof, blah, blah, blah. Give your sofa a new look and feel, right? And they have many different ad angles as well. And I'll talk about the angles later. A nice FAQ section. Boom. Very, very sleek landing page. Let's add the cart. Let's see what happens. Go to checkout. Very, very simple and standard checkout. They also added some trust badges here, but it's very simple. And there's also like a pre-purchase upsell where you can add things to the order and increase the average order value even more. You see, I added more carts and it's very user-friendly. So I like this a lot. You can also scroll through other sections. Very, very interesting. I like it a lot. Very simple sales process. Their main strategy and how they're scaling is through Meta and Google. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. They have a very sleek sales process, if we have to be honest. Very nice. And this is optimized for increase in AOV. So I like this a lot. They also have an offer. Cool. Good to know. Now, these are the landing pages. Now let's go back into the drawing board here. We talked about the funnel. Let's talk about traffic. And then we're going to talk about the other things. Traffic, they're doing mostly Meta ads and Google ads. So I noticed if you go over here, I noticed that they're doing quite a lot of Google ads, if we have to be honest, based on my observations. 200 active ads on Google. That's very, very good. They're running different types of ads. As I share here, they're doing brand protection, standard shopping, search prospecting. They also have YouTube ads. And this is kind of like their acquisition funnel. I'm not sure if it's their primary. If it's the primary acquisition channel, they are spending quite a lot. But I also feel like one of the primary ones is Meta. They also have more active ads compared to Google. Even if Google and Meta, you can't really compare them because they kind of work in a different way. But either way, this is where they're focusing their traffic, and they're doing quite well. As you can see, a bunch of different ads of Google. And so if we have to also be very observative here, we can also observe that, it doesn't surprise me that they have 200 ads on Google, because couch cover, like all these trends, they are like really super high volume, but they're also even if it's slow, it's gradually trending up, and we're right at the peak, right at the peak. And so it's definitely a bunch of keywords that are trending, and you can see here a bunch of other different types of keywords, but they're doing couch cover, see sofa cover. This is a great Google Ads product, so they're scaling aggressively there. You see it's super high demand. Okay, I just wanted to show you that. But on the other hand, they're also doing a lot of ads on Meta, as I showed you before. They have 440 active ads on Meta, so that gives me a pretty good indication that they're spending a lot of their budget right over there. And how are they scaling? Well, they're scaling primarily with purchase-driven campaigns, mostly prospecting, because Meta and social media is a great foundation for actually getting that awareness out there. It might maybe not give you higher ROAS like Google, because Google is more purchase like intent driven. People go on Google, search, and they buy what they want to see, they buy what they see based on their search criteria. But Meta is always going to give you its lower ROAS, but it's going to give you that extra scale and brand awareness. It's also going to boost Google. So if you actually scale Meta, Google will scale with it. It's just how it works. Now let's talk about the scaling strategy that they're using. They are scaling with marketing angles. In fact, they have different selling propositions through their ads and their hooks. They sell with the idea of preserving your couch so that it's still worth what it's worth. Angle 2 is like keep the couch clean, a big deal. Extend life of the sofa, right, a big deal. And overall, these are like the 5 primary angles that they're using. So protect the sofa from spills, stains, and other types of damages. So that's one angle. Extend the lifetime of the sofa. Make it easier to clean the sofa, as the cover can be removed and washed very easily. In fact, they also have hooks where you get it off and you put it in the washing machine. Allows for fresh new look, as the cover can be changed to match the decor. This is a big one. Or to update the style of the sofa. This is a big one, because what if you have like the color of a couch, you like it, but you're trying to change furniture? You can just buy a cover, a sofa cover, and change entirely, completely the look of the sofa based on like interior design styles or whatever. And then it can be most cost effective than buying a new sofa, right? As a good sofa can cover and can keep the sofa in good condition for longer. So this is genius. Like, you have no idea, like, if you can find a business that can scale with multiple angles horizontally, and by the way, every business can, you're gonna have like 100,000 coming from this angle, 300,000 coming from this angle, a million a month coming from this angle. So you see, it's like they're completely different pain points and completely different personas, right? And so what they're doing strategically over here is that they're scaling all the angles, and they're putting all of their eggs in one they're putting all of their eggs in the baskets that actually scale. So in this example, of course, they probably test multiple different angles. Not everybody's a winner, but of course they notice that these 5 are the major ones, and then they put, the green ones, if you didn't notice yet, they're the winning angles, and they put all of their effort into scaling those to get to that next level. In fact, if we need to put a distribution, what we do with our clients is that we put 80% of our efforts into what we know scales, and then 20% into new angles that we want to test. This is what they're doing as well over here. Now let's go over their creative strategy very, very quickly, and let's see what they're doing with their ads. Let's take a look at just one ad and see what they're doing.
If you have pet kids, or you're tired of the wear and tear, you need Miracle sofa covers. It's super stretchy, easy to install, and
so they have a lot of B-rolls.
If you have kids, please do yourself a favor and order these now.
They have a lot of B-rolls. So what they're doing here, they're using a transformation tactic, which is very traditional, before and after. So they're contacting, let me just share the other screen over here. They're contacting, they basically show the current state. You see like the dirty couch, and then they're showing the future state, which is like children on it with no stress, and they also have like, stain resistant fabric. Like the before and the future state is like there's no worry about dogs, cats, kids, stuff dirtying your couch, keeping it fresh and clean. Like that's the future state. So what they ask is they partner with creators. They pay them like $100, $200, $300 for like 15, 20 B-rolls. A B-roll is a piece of footage, and they basically collect a bunch of befores, a bunch of people that are maybe irritations. These are examples in another industry, like irritations, saggy boobs that slip on the side, uncomfortable. This is not for the home decor company. It's for another company. But it was just to give you an understanding on the different angles, right? This is maybe a company that sells apparel or something, right? And then on the other side, that's keeping the example of this niche, no rotations, anti-slip, looks seamless under the clothes, breathing fabric, whatever. So you basically do a current state and after state. So an example for this company would be it's dirty, it gets ripped out, kind of like what I showed you before, that the creator was like ripping the couch, it was ruined. And then after you show like clean state, we're all happy, family's on the couch, feet on the couch, and it doesn't ruin the couch, whatever. You get the point. Before and afters. And then we're essentially contacting these creators, giving them a specific template. We typically give them some guidelines on if you want these guidelines, you can join my community, by the way. It's all there. We have a UGC brief, so they know exactly what they need to say, what to not say, and what the style of the video that we're requesting. We also provide a B-roll example. So we provide a big document with a bunch of scenes, like screenshots, so they know exactly what they need to film, with a short description. So we have like 30-page doc, and we send it to them, and we tell them focus on the first 2 pages, because these are the B-rolls that we want you to do. And then we collect all the B-rolls, right? B-rolls, once again, are pieces of footage, and then we combine them with the AI script, and then of course this is the final step. We give everything to an editor. The editor starts the process. They combine the B-roll, the AI script, and we also provide them with a video inspiration to the video editor, so they know exactly what they need to be doing and with what style. So they have like B-rolls, scripts from our creative team, our creative strategist and copywriter, and then we give them a inspiration video, and then we receive final videos from the editor. This is the process. This is what we do, at least, but this is also what they're doing. I know it for a fact. Okay, and then of course you scale. I always talk about this in my other videos. You're maybe rolling your eyes if you're an old viewer, and then you're essentially scaling horizontally with like multiple scripts and changing the B-rolls and kind of doing what they're also doing here, like switching scenes.
This is not for people
you see
who
before,
enjoy throwing money at new sofas. Remember that
before state.
feeling when you bought your first real sofa, then came the panic of the first spill? Oh no! Scratches at the side of your couch while
See, you're building the pain, and after 20 seconds in, you're like, here's the solution. So I like this a lot. I'm not surprised why they're really scaling aggressively. Let's see if there's other things to touch base. but I think I touched base on multiple other things, or the most important things. And yeah, here, this is how it works. To create multiple other scripts, you can actually go and use Autro, which is a great tool. You get the winning script, you go to ChatGPT, and you have it create multiple other scripts, changing the hooks and reframing it so that you can scale and launch new content. Now, the most important thing here is that the way that these companies are actually scaling is that they, let me just reframe this very quickly, is that they're actually keeping track of everything. Every little aspect of their test, they are keeping track of. Because if you can keep track of what is working, then you can not waste time and only put your energies, resources, and time's energy on what is actually working. So every single ad set that we test is documented, it's tracked, right? We track the results. We track the CTRs, the cost per clicks. Everything is also even color coded. And then based on each test, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 tests that we did. We track every single KPI and we come up with a conclusion and then next steps. What next step could be, oh, I noticed that this hook was working for this ad and it's very profitable. Let's try to replicate it. But everything is documented. Then, of course, you can, create graphical representations. Now, if you want access to this sheet, which is the exact same sheet that we use to scale our clients to 7 and 8 figures, you can access it. There's a link down below. We also provide like deal report sheets, creative concepts, ad copies, visuals, UGC trackers, storyboards, CRO sheets, how to do your CRO, email marketing, right? TikTok stuff. There's a lot of stuff, but we track and document everything for this exact same reason. If we don't know what works, we don't know where to put our time. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope it was valuable. This is a very good company. I would model it if you are a home decor company. Take a look at what they're doing. Use this tool. I highly recommend it. And last but not least, if you are a brand doing at least $50,000 to $100,000 a month, at least, you can book a call, because we are opening slots for not necessarily partnerships, but at least free audits. And we only actually work with 10 to 12 clients at any given point in time. So I'm not sure if we do have slots if you want to book a call, but if we do see that there's a fit, if we have slots, we can probably work together. If not, it's fine. But either way, we're opening up slots for free audits. So if you're a company, once again, doing at least $50,000 to $100,000 a month, you can just click the link below and book in a call, and see you on the other side. All right, bye for now.